Have you ever wondered why Jesus allowed a herd of pigs to plunge into the sea after casting out demons? What deeper meaning lies beneath this strange and powerful story? In this video, we dive into one of the most mysterious and compelling moments in the Gospels, the day Jesus confronted a legion of demons and left an entire town grappling with a life-altering choice. This isn't just about ancient history, it's a challenge that echoes to us today. What will you choose? The freedom Jesus offers or the fleeting security of this world? Stay with us as we unpack the true significance of this event, its spiritual implications, and the life-changing lesson it holds for every one of us. Trust me, this story is about far more than spirits and swine. It's about the ultimate choice we all have to make. Let's start with the background. In Matthew chapter 4, verses 1 to 11, Jesus confronts Satan directly during his temptation in the wilderness. Jesus comes out victorious, showing his mastery over Satan's schemes. This victory wasn't just a single event, but set the stage for Jesus' ongoing authority over the spiritual realm. From this moment forward, we see Jesus taking charge, especially over demonic forces, as detailed in Matthew chapter 8. In the next significant encounter, Jesus and his disciples cross the Sea of Galilee after a miraculous calming of the storm. Upon reaching the region of the Gerasenes, a Gentile territory, they are met by two men possessed by demons. These men lived among the tombs far from society because their violent behavior made them dangerous. The public feared them, and no one dared to pass that way. Matthew 8:28-34. When the demons saw Jesus, they cried out, "What do you want with us, Son of God? Have you come to torment us before the appointed time?" Matthew 8:29. It's fascinating to see how even demons recognize who Jesus is before many people do. They know his authority and the final judgment that awaits them, but their plea to be sent into a herd of pigs seems odd. Why ask for pigs? Not everybody knows this story, so let's take some moment to read that section from Matthew 8, starting from verse 28. And when he came to the other side, to the country of the Gadarenes, two demon-possessed men met him, coming out of the tombs, so fierce that no one could pass that way. And behold, they cried out, "What have you to do with us, O Son of God? Have you come here to torment us before the time?" Now a herd of many pigs was feeding at some distance from them, and the demons begged him, saying, "If you cast us out, send us away into the herd of pigs." And he said to them, "Go." So they came out and went into the pigs, and behold, the whole herd rushed down the steep bank into the sea and drowned in the waters. The herdsmen fled, and going into the city they told everything, especially what had happened to the demon-possessed men. And behold, all the city came out to meet Jesus, and when they saw him, they begged him to leave their region. Matthew 8:28-34. Before diving into the more puzzling aspects of this story, let's begin with what is abundantly clear. First, the demons knew exactly who Jesus was. They recognized him as the Son of God, which reveals their understanding of his divine identity. Second, they were fully aware of his authority over them. There was no question of negotiating. Jesus was in control, and they knew it. They knew he could cast them out at his discretion and determine their fate without any debate. Third, they acknowledged that their ultimate end would be torment. They asked Jesus, "Have you come to torment us before the appointed time?" They recognized that a final judgment awaited them, but they wondered if it was happening prematurely. Fourth, the presence of a herd of pigs in the area signals that this event took place in Gentile territory, as Jews considered pigs unclean and didn't raise them for food. This incident is one of those moments when Jesus steps beyond Jewish boundaries, pointing to the broader global mission that his ministry would eventually encompass. Fifth, though Matthew doesn't specify the number of pigs, Mark tells us there were about 2,000. The size of the herd emphasizes the magnitude of the demonic oppression these men were under, highlighting how severe their bondage was and how easily Jesus dealt with it. Sixth, the demons' plea to be sent into the pigs reveals their desperation. They dreaded the idea of wandering without a host, craving any form of habitation, even that of animals. This shows the destructive nature of these spirits. They sought to ruin anything they inhabited. However, Their request for a new home turned tragic, as the pigs ran down the hill and drowned in the sea. It's clear the demons didn't foresee this outcome. Had they known, they wouldn't have chosen the pigs. Their goal was to wreak havoc, not face destruction. Seventh, while the demons were trying to avoid torment, Jesus, with full knowledge of what was about to happen, allowed their request, knowing that they would lose their new hosts. Instead of merely casting them out, he sentenced them to an even deeper form of judgment, likely sending them to the abyss. Humanity restored. These details are relatively straightforward, but why did Jesus allow the destruction of the pigs? This is where the story takes a deeper turn. When the herdsmen witnessed what had happened, they fled to the city, reporting everything, especially what had happened to the demon-possessed men. Matthew 8:33. Interestingly, the focus of their report wasn't on the loss of the pigs, but on the miraculous deliverance of the men. The emphasis was on their liberation, healing, and restoration. When the townspeople came out to meet Jesus, they didn't respond with joy or gratitude. Instead, they begged him to leave their region. Matthew 8:34. Two amazing things had occurred. First, two men who had been under demonic oppression were now free, their humanity restored. Their relationships, possibly with families, friends, and communities, were healed. Their lives, once ruined, were now made whole. Deliverer dismissed. Second, a large herd of pigs was destroyed, which caused a great stir in the community. This leads us to reflect on another biblical story where Satan was allowed to test someone's faith, the story of Job. In Job's case, Satan sought permission to afflict him, and God allowed it as a test of Job's devotion. Job was forced to choose between loving God and trusting him, or valuing his possessions and family more. The test was whether Job would curse God for taking everything away. Similarly, in this story, Jesus' actions presented the townspeople with a choice. He entered Gentile territory, displayed his power by freeing the demon-possessed men, and demonstrated that he could restore life and hope. But he also allowed the pigs, a symbol of prosperity and livelihood for the community, to be destroyed. This created a tension. Would the people choose Jesus, the source of life and freedom, or would they cling to their material wealth and security? To our surprise, the people chose the latter. Despite witnessing the miraculous liberation of the two men, they valued their pigs more than the deliverer standing before them. They asked Jesus, the one who defeated the demons, restored lives, and brought hope, to leave their region. This story carries multiple layers of meaning. 1. Jesus is the Son of God, possessing full authority over all things, including unclean spirits. 2. He triumphs over evil, liberating the oppressed. 3. His mission extends even to Gentile territories, showing that salvation is for all people. 4. But as always, Jesus demands a choice. Will we choose him and the freedom he offers, or will we cling to the temporary things of this world? The people in this story failed that test. They prioritized their wealth over Jesus. Matthew tells this story so that we, the readers, will not make the same mistake. Let us learn from their response and choose life, hope, and freedom over the fleeting comfort of earthly possessions. In conclusion, the demons recognized Jesus, feared his authority, and sought refuge in the pigs, only to be destroyed. But more importantly, the story points to the choices we all must make: to follow Jesus, even if it costs us something, or to hold on to the things that ultimately keep us bound. May we choose wisely. Beloved, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on the notification bell, so that anytime we release another message from God, you will be notified and share in our joy. Thank you.